Yes, this is Mubas Commercial Limited. I'm here representing this one. My name is Dr. Panda. In most cases, we will say that Mubas Commercial Limited is a private company fully owned by the Malawi University of Business and Applied Sciences, Mubas. So there are so many units in this one, including the Interview, the Woodtech, the Media House, and also the mining sector. But now we are also having another one which is called Unipod in the same. So the thing is, we are trying to make sure that we can use expertise and also some of the resources which we have in the campus, like the labs, so that we can actually generate the income that can be used in order to sustain the daily activities or the daily operations of our university. So to begin with, I would say in the Interview we have got engineering services and also the built environment services. So in the engineering services we have the mechanical engineering, the electrical engineering, and the civil engineering, and also the mining engineering. So it means all the members of staff who are in all these departments can be used in order to do some of the services like the consultancy in all these fields. And in the built environment, we have got architecture, we have also the physical planning, the land economy, and all these people can also be used in order to actually contribute in the resource mobilization of this university. In the Woodtech, mainly we have the woodworking practices which are done by the technical education. And in the media house, we are actually having the people from the journalism, or I would say the media studies, who are actually trying to also generate the income by using the video production and also the production of the documentaries and all sorts of the communication practices also there. So on the mining side now, this is the one that we have a lab, and in this lab we have a lot of equipment that can also be used in order to measure or to test so many things, including the geotechnics and as well as the soil samples and now we have gone even as far as we are actually going into the production of the lime and also the cement. Now, on the production of the lime and the cement, we have done a number of activities, like we have done exploration, which we have actually finished, and we also collected the samples which we have actually taken to the geological survey department, and we are doing some of the tests which we as of now cannot cover our labs. So there is also another element called the Unipod. I would also want to speak this one because it's also very important, because in the construction industry, the designing, the modeling and the simulation of all sorts of the dynamic forces which can be used in order to make the building or to make the building safe is actually very important, because it can also assist in the cost estimation and also the resource optimization in the construction industry. So we have advanced softwares in the Unipod which can be used to do all these things like the building information modeling. So these ones are actually so important in the construction industry. Now I want my friend to go further to explain about the mining and some of the equipment which is also used in the mining, and how can also this be used in order to also contribute to the construction industry in general, as well as also some of the impacts and also the mitigation measures that can be used therein. So my friend is going to take, I think, from there. Thank you so much.
So, Mubas Commercial Limited, during the exploration phase, they did surface mapping where we collected the sample. These are limestone samples. Have three qualities of lime: the grey one, the pink one, and have the white one. So, out of these samples, the pink one is the one which has higher quality, and seconded by this one. And the white one is one which has, say, minimum quantity. But all these can be changed into lime and eventually you can also make clinker, which is a essential component in lime manufacturing, which is our target as well. So during the second phase, we went into drilling, and we drilled holes of average depth of 30 meters. So here we have the samples. We call these core samples, which we drilled up to the depth of 30 meters. So in total, we drilled about 10 holes, and those holes, the idea was to quantify the resource. How much do we have in the subsurface? So during the preliminary investigation, we found that close to several million tons of limes in the area, especially the area which was given a license by Minister of Mining, and at the same time, this resource can be mined for a period of more than 30 years. So we are now in the process of doing environmental impact assessment. After that, we are going to develop an application for the mining license, and after that, we are going to have a feasibility studies, and then we commence mining. So our target, like by the end of this year, we should start mining and produce lime. And after a year or two, I think we'll graduate from lime manufacturing to cement production. So that's about the lime component. Then I'll go to the geotechnical work. On geotechnical work, we do geotechnical surveys. The idea to understand the surface or subsurface conditions before we construct any kind of mega infrastructure, including roads, mega buildings, or skyscrapers, or even tunnels. So this is one of the equipment. It's a safety meter. So this is a meter. It's connected to a battery, and we induce current into the subsurface using these electrodes, because we connect this to this machine, and after connecting we induce the current. Then we use this machine to measure the response of the subsurface conditions in terms of resistance of the materials which make the subsurface. So in so doing, we are able to demarcate different layers of the subsurface. At the same time, you are able to see faults or cracks in the subsurface. That means you can detect the strength of the area or material which you are trying to do. So further to that, you can also do drilling so that you can verify what you have seen here, and you can test the strength of the material, either soil or samples. So at the lab, apart from this equipment, we have geotechnical laboratory, which has equipment for local mechanics. I can proudly say it's a state-of-art equipment. Maybe I can say this even in the southern Africa. It's one of the equipment which we have the Traxo machine. So it's very handy and very useful. So in construction, construction of especially tunnels, or you want to have mega buildings, that's very important to know the strength of the rocks. At the same time, we also have geotechnical for soil, where we can perform tests for soil, especially plasticity or all other parameters which are very essential in construction. So that's all about this equipment. But additional, I think this equipment can also be used for groundwater exploration. If you want to drill a hole and you are not sure where to drill, it's better to use this equipment, because it can tell water normally is a good conductor. So because this equipment measures resistivity, the water will show low resistivity in case of using this equipment. So you can demarcate where the water is available in the subsurface. So it's very useful. This one is a magnetometer. It's mainly for mineral exploration, especially minerals that has magnetic properties. So we carry this in our bag and we switch it on and walk in a straight line, traverses, covering the distance of a specific area which you want to work with, and you download the data and process it using different software, including Oasis Montage software. So this is for mineral exploration. This one is geotechnical mineral exploration, groundwater exploration. This one is for mineral exploration. Then I have this simple equipment for now testing of gold. If you have a sample which you suspect that it has gold, we usually take that sample and place it in this container and we shake well while this machine is switched on. And usually, if it's connected to electricity, it displays the values of gold in this. Unfortunately, it's not connected to electricity, that's why it's not showing, but it normally shows some values here. So it's very important to trying to evaluate whether the sample has gold. In terms of the challenges which we face, I think it's mainly maybe I can say financial part, because it's a company which has just started. We are depending on the government funding, so we have some challenges in terms of setting up the company. But we hope that through this conference and even some government initiative, I think we are going to get partners who are going to help us in financing these projects. So that's why we are here to showcase our idea. I think you can be assured that this equipment and the project we have ventured is very important to the national development, because we are trying to tackle a pillar of agricultural mechanization and also construction, which is falling under industrialization. So it's very important. I think we are going to contribute a lot in the achieving Malawi's Vision 2063. Yeah, so that's all I think what I can say, unless you've got something. Thank you for listening.